Hi, my name is Jonah Borgo and my chosen movie, I choose movie instead of a literary piece, but this movie is actually an adaptation from a classic children's novel by Lucy Maud Montgomery, and this movie is entitled Anne with an E, but in the novel it was entitled Anne of Green Gables. So why I choose this literary piece? Well, the reason why I choose this story or this movie is because there are a lot of scenes and situations that I very much relate to in my life, especially the character of Anne and how her younger self overcome the struggles and challenges even at her younger age. And also, there are a lot of characters that was portrayed well in the movie that are very much realistic in today's generation and today's teenagers. What made it so special that you choose it? So what the movie made so special? It's the character of Anne and her journey all throughout her life. It's Anne's adventure of being a young, innocent child to a mature one. So what is the moral of the literary piece, or what is the moral of the story or the movie? So the moral of the story and Anne with an E is that life is challenging, but we must take it as an adventure, because like an adventure, we will meet new people, and also along the way we will face challenges and struggles, and in life also we can meet new people, we will able to meet new people, and there are difficulties and hard times as we learn to understand how the things work around us. And of course, though we find it hard, but we don't need to change anything to fit into the world, because the right people will truly accept us for who we are. And also remember, we don't stay as a child forever, because sooner or later we will mature, and I warn you that maturity is exhausting. Naturally means that we needed to take a risk, but also we need to take a rest to calm our nerves on the things that exhaust us. And I know that society's standard might unreachable for some, especially for Anne, and of course for me, but just like Anne, we set our own standards, and we must start by, of course, accepting our own flaws and imperfections, and with that we are able to accept those people around us and able to let them feel the understanding and the fair treatment. Finally, we should keep in mind that all things work together for good, just like the life of Anne. She also struggled, she also has the hard times, but those are just the turning point of her life. There are a lot of seasons in our life, and maybe as a teenager like Anne, when she able to meet those people who accept her for who she is, then that point she was able to grow as a person, and that was her season also to have a family and to feel the love of a real friends, a real family, and to have a home of what she can call. Okay, so what materials that I used? This is just a simple materials that you can see around your house or your home, but also I bought a cardboard, a glitters, of course, and a collection of photos that I printed, and some words that I collected. That is just the materials that I used to create this collage. So as you can see, I created this design, and it signifies a tree. And the photos here forms like a leaves. And the reason of that is because I view Anne as a tree. Anne's adventure started when she was 13 years old, an orphan who wanted to have a family, to feel the love of parents, and of course, to have friends who will support and guide her way. And since Anne was a young child, I see her as a little sprout who wanted or who needed the care and support from those right people for her to grow as a fully grown tree. And as you can see, with the right people around her and with the support and cared, she fully turns into a tree. And that's what made Anne a fully grown woman. She is mature enough to understand how the world works around her. With the help of these people, as you can see, Marilla and Matthew, Gilbert, this is Gilbert Blythe, and her best friend, Diana Barry, and these are the writings, the letters from Gilbert Blythe, and of course, her young self here, and how she fully grown and changed into a woman. And since I said earlier that Anne was a tree, those leaves are those people who are connected to her. And some of those people might disappear or fade in her life, just like leaves who will fall onto the ground. But those branches are Anne's loyal friends and loyal family who will firmly stand beside her and who will support her as she grows and learn to adapt to the environment and learn, of course, to stay strong and stand on her ground. And of course, since the tree has a roots, her greatest support is her, of course, newfound family, the Marilla and Matthew Cuthberts. So they became her support, her roots, for her to fully grow as a person and for her to stand on her feet and to stand strongly against the storms or the challenges that might comes on her way. So with proper care and proper nourishment and proper support from the right people, a sprouted seed will turn into a fully grown tree. And with proper care and support from the right people, Anne became the better version of herself. And just like Anne, we all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to feel love. And we all deserve a family, something we can call home. And we all deserve all the love in the world. And of course, just like Anne, we also need to work on ourselves and be the better version of us. And that's what I learned from Anne with an E. Anne of Green Gables.